Good morning. Tweetian, you're here with ASCO at the Global Offshore Wind Conference. First of all, how are you finding the show?
Well, I think it's really great. Global Offshore Wind 2022 is really great. There's so many people and a great level of engagement. Really good to see familiar faces and also to meet new people. And there is so many exciting projects coming in. So really looking forward to those 2 days.
It is bustling this morning, which is fantastic. It's glorious sunshine. For those of us who are unfamiliar with the company, can you tell us a little bit about ASCO and what they're doing globally?
So sure, we are a global logistics and materials management company, and we've got bases all over the world, in the North Sea, North America, Australia, Africa, and Caribbean. We provide logistics and materials management either by air, by sea, or by road for the energy sector. So it could be in wind, could be in hydrogen, ammonia that we work in, but also in oil and gas and decommissioning.
And specifically here for the Global Offshore Wind Conference, I mean, what are you doing here right now in the UK?
So in the UK, we provide like a full logistics and materials management end-to-end solutions encompassing logistics, port services, transport, but also fuel provisions, bunkering solutions, storage solutions, marine coordination, and waste environmental services. So it's really much about how we can provide an entire complete logistics and materials management service to either ports or developers and or tier one contractors. But specifically in the UK and in wind sector, I think that I will hand up to my colleague Mike Pettigrew. He is the GM of Celetar and IFM, and he can explain a bit more about what specifically we do in the UK.
Okay, so fundamentally, ASCO are port agnostic. We're not committed to any particular infrastructure, and we'll operate from pretty much anybody's quayside in support of projects. We've been involved in a fair number of projects in wind, offering different services. Aberdeen Bay, where we loaded out subsea structures, and I could go to Kincardine, where we're supporting the Kincardine floating offshore wind project, which is the first floating offshore wind project in the world. We've been involved in Seagreen. We're involved in Dogger Bank. We're involved in Greater Gabbard. So we've actually got a long track record of wind, but we've recognised that going forward, the port operations are becoming more of a critical enabler to the success of not just the capex phase of wind, but also for the O&M. And it's important, if you're going to get that right, is to talk to the port operator early doors in your project planning. And we think that'll add more value. And I was asked to say something about proposition. ASCO can offer anything from the vendor all the way through to the turbine in terms of our value-added service.
And finally, Tweetian, if you could just kind of wrap up by letting us know what your plans are moving forward for ASCO.
So yes, in the short term, it's really about consolidating our position in England, learning as much as we can about the services and the operations we provide to support the wind sector. But then it's also to use that to build our position in Scotland with like all the exciting projects in ScotWind, but also in Wales. And there is also quite exciting projects in Norway as well. So having this strong position in the North Sea.
Lots going on by the sounds of things, and then 80% of all of the offshore market, from what I understand. So good luck in the future, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.